General Hospital writers share their Port Charles vision for 2025. On General Hospital, fans have seen all sorts of characters come and go, all the while wondering what will happen next. Recently, two of the series' writers shared a look into what their writing process is like. In addition, they also teased what their vision for Port Charles will look like in 2025. The writers previously teased what was to happen on General Hospital back in December. The previous year saw quite a few changes to General Hospital's writing staff. Around a year ago, the soap announced that Elizabeth Court and Patrick Mulcahy would take the place of co-head writers Chris Van Etten and Dan O'Connor. However, after a few months, Mulcahy left the role. Soon, Van Etten returned as a co-head writer with Court. In a recent conversation with TV Insider, the two discussed what it was like writing for General Hospital. As previously reported, Chris Van Etten and Elizabeth Court previously teased what fans could expect in 2025 back in late December. The two opened up talking about what it was like collaborating with each other. As they shared, "We have a collaboration in the truest sense. Soap opera requires generating such a volume of story that we never stop riffing. One of us may throw out an idea, and the other will build on and embroider it." One example is crafting Christina's, Kate Mansi, fall. In the process of bouncing around ideas, we found a number of ways to expand the fallout beyond those characters immediately involved. Chris Van Etten and Elizabeth Court had two words on what to expect for Port Charles. As they continued, "Most importantly, we keep the atmosphere safe for voicing any idea, even the ludicrous ones. We hear one another out and never feel handled." Compared to the earlier interview, the writers didn't share too many hints about upcoming storylines. However, they did give one clue. When asked what their vision of Port Charles looks like, the two had two simple words: volatile and sexy. In addition, Court shared how grateful she was for her position. She noted, "Co-head writing Jeech is an honor and a challenge, daunting at times, but I am loving it. I could not ask for a better collaborator and writing partner than Chris, who brings so much creativity, enthusiasm, and experience to the task. I hope that my history with the show enables me to understand the characters, to hear their voices clearly, to honor their complex history, and to track off that history as we move them forward. The audience invests their time and passion in the show, and we want to honor that investment, what they watched, what they care about as we build new story." Are you excited to watch a new year of General Hospital? Make sure you come back to TV Shows Ace for all the latest TV and celebrity news. As General Hospital continues its incredible run into 2025, the writers behind the beloved daytime drama are crafting an even richer, more daring future for Port Charles. Known for intertwining classic soap opera romance with bold social commentary and jaw-dropping twists, the GH Writers' Room is not slowing down. In an exclusive creative preview, the team shares their vision for how they are reshaping the canvas of Port Charles and what longtime fans and newcomers can expect in the year ahead. A new era of power struggles. Executive writer Chris Van Etten says, "In 2025, power is being redefined in Port Charles. As the mob world recalibrates following years of sunny Corinthos domination, a new generation is emerging, ready to claim their own kingdoms." Christina Corinthos Davis, energized by her work at the LGBTQ+ Youth Center, finds herself unexpectedly drawn into her father's world. Meanwhile, Dex Heller, once Sunny's trusted enforcer, grapples with his divided loyalties and his growing bond with Jocelyn Jax. "We're exploring the idea of legacy," Van Etten explains. "Not just who inherits power, but who deserves it. Expect shocking alliances between former enemies and unlikely betrayals as the lines between crime, business, and personal relationships blur like never before." The writers tease that by year's end, a major figure in Port Charles' criminal underworld will fall, and the ripple effects will reach every corner of town. Romance gets complicated and deeper. Head writer Dan O'Connor adds, "Romance in 2025 is messy, beautiful, and raw." This year, GH promises love stories that aren't just about candlelit dinners, but about surviving trauma, facing personal demons, and growing together. Longtime favorites like Sam McCall and Dante Falconeri will find their bond tested by secrets from Dante's past, while Trina Robinson and Spencer Cassadine face the ultimate challenge to their young love, destiny versus choice. Meanwhile, Finn and Elizabeth's slow-burn relationship could face an unexpected complication, a ghost from Finn's past arriving in town with unfinished business. Fans want more than fairy tales, says O'Connor. They want to see love that's earned, fought for, and sometimes lost. Family is everything, and nothing is simple. Family dynamics remain the heart of General Hospital, but in 2025, they are anything but simple. Harley Spencer finds herself at odds with Michael Corinthos once again, not over business, but over loyalty and forgiveness. As Nina Reeves continues her uphill battle to mend fences with Willow, she'll have to confront a truth even she can't spin. Some wounds don't heal. Over at the Quartermaine mansion, the ever-shifting chessboard of ELQ politics grows even more treacherous. Brooklyn Quartermaine and Chase are pulled deeper into the family business, with Brooklyn determined to finally prove that she's more than just a voice. She's a power player. But at what cost to their relationship? We're delving into how ambition can tear families apart, or bring them together in surprising ways, Van Etten hints. The next generation rises. The teens of Port Charles are stepping into the spotlight in 2025, but this isn't the sanitized version of growing up. Jocelyn, Trina, Cameron, and their friends face real-world issues: addiction, mental health struggles, questions of identity, and the weight of expectation. We're not writing kids' stories, says Associate Head Writer Elizabeth Court. We're writing human stories, told through young characters finding their way in a complicated world. Fans can expect powerful standalone episodes highlighting these struggles, along with long-term arcs that will ripple into the adult storylines. The writers are determined to honor the soap's tradition of socially conscious storytelling, while keeping it thrilling and emotionally authentic. New faces, old secrets. 2025 will also see a handful of intriguing new characters arrive in Port Charles, each with ties to existing families or hidden pasts yet to be uncovered. A charismatic doctor with a mysterious past is set to shake things up at General Hospital, while a former WSB agent returns with a vendetta that threatens Anna Devane's hard-won peace. We love bringing in new blood, O'Connor says, but it's important that every new character feels connected to the tapestry of Port Charles history. Fans can also look forward to a few legacy character returns, some brief, some long-term. When a familiar face walks through the door, Court teases, they'll bring more than nostalgia. They'll bring danger, opportunity, and heartbreak. Bigger, bolder, unpredictable. If there's one word the General Hospital writers want viewers to associate with 2025, it's unpredictable. Just when you think you know where a story is going, we're going to flip it, says Van Etten. Not just for shock value, but because the best drama comes from the unexpected. A catastrophic event mid-year, described cryptically as a natural and man-made disaster, will force alliances no one saw coming and permanently alter the Port Charles landscape. It'll test every character's survival instincts and change at least one family forever, O'Connor promises. At the same time, smaller, more intimate stories will continue to weave through the fabric of the show, exploring grief, hope, forgiveness, and redemption. After all, General Hospital has always been as much about emotional truth as it is about kidnappings and secret twins. A love letter to the fans. As General Hospital approaches nearly 62 years on air, the writers are more aware than ever of the passionate, devoted audience that tunes in day after day. We write every script with the fans in mind, Court says. They remember,